Yep. All right, here we go. So, welcome to the data care industry. What do I mean? Whereas the worldwide pandemic has been a tragedy for several million people losing their lives and crippling the economy for many sectors, it's also been a great leap forward for the digital domain. This has shown us the great power at our fingertips, utilizing technology, changes in work policy, and the creating new mindsets regarding computers and the potential use of the internet. There have been many advances, including telehealth, hybrid workforce, and groceries being delivered to your door. Minds have been blown with all of the things we're trying to wrap our heads around, the capacity and the capability of what's in front of us. So much convenience, so fast connectivity. What else can we do? It's amplified the possibilities of leveraging the internet, the software, providing everyday conveniences, such like working from anywhere, anytime, and in various ways, connecting with others instantly that were not possible before via phones, social media, and online conferencing. Now that most people have been forced into getting more out of their devices, the criminals and adversaries are taking advantage of the situation. Cybersecurity has been portrayed as fighting a single evildoer that are way too sophisticated to understand. It's also identified the disparity between those in tech and those that know tech exists. The view of the industry is that it's somebody else's responsibility. The term cybersecurity does not invoke personal sense of responsibility necessary, perhaps due to the lack of exposure of what the term means or the complex nature of the issue. Cyber touches all of our lives, yet cybersecurity is perceived by the general public as something only experts can do, someone does for us. It's too complicated to participate. After all, if your information gets stolen, you get credit monitoring, right? This is the wrong message. We would like to suggest the term data care to make cybersecurity synonymous with personal responsibility and expanding the industry much in the same way the medical field had done with healthcare. Let's take a step back in time when the great automobile was released in the world. It was only available to the elite few, and what did? They drove them into trees and hurt themselves. Gradually, the more public used them, the more they started to demand seatbelts and standard security features and equipment. And now the car companies promote the safety design in their cars. This is akin to the growth of the digital domain. At the end of the day, we all drove our shiny new computers and phones down the internet superhighway and started to realize it was a lot more dangerous than we thought. Ultimately, it comes down to the data. Do you have data online that you think should be protected? Do you have a sense of privacy of that data? Whose responsibility is for that data and its security? We're driving to more and more data online, digital enhancements, and more things. Soon your refrigerator, your car, the way we function, even robots might be involved in our daily lives. What does this mean for your data, your security, your privacy? These should be delivered with security and accountability measures already in place. We need you to care about your data. It's more than just protecting the data that's out there. What if your data can be weaponized against you? How could it be manipulated in ways that provide false information, whether it be positive or negative? We need politicians to decide policy based on the data and not the technology, because the technology is moving so fast. We need government, insurance companies, and legal considerations that serve the public. We need the public to engage and demand security by design in all things cyber. So what can you do? There's 4 things you can do. Simple. Update your software when you get that notification. Don't just keep ignoring it. Use a password manager. Reboot your devices, specifically your phone, at least once a week. And finally, use 2-factor authentication. If you don't know what it is, look it up. Is this impossible? No. We're going to have to take a look at ourselves and sometimes put those old toads on our back until we get through this and move forward to enjoy the technology advances at our doorstep, just like we've done in the past year. So this gets back to data care. Data care allows us to emphasize the concept of cybersecurity as a personal responsibility, as it being a team sport. We all have a responsibility to take care of the data, to keep it protected and private, including the companies who have access to our data. Data care allows us to have context, to discuss the personal implications of using technology like social media and mobile devices. Data use, retention, and access are all going to be defining our social norms moving forward, and we need to have a deep discussion about this. And data care is very similar to the term healthcare by design. We chose it to specifically leverage a term that was familiar to the general public and put a focus on the importance of the reason to get engaged and directly invite you to participate. Data care is the why. It is why we need to do these things to protect ourselves, our families. You can take small steps and make a big difference. We just need the public to pay attention and get in the game. Data care.